on, everybody? Welcome to episode 26 of our Watford career mode, and today we start with a transfer offers. Finally, someone has come in for Firmino after he put in his transfer request, wanted to leave, and then we bought in a replacement, and then nothing came from it. And then finally, we've gone ahead and gotten the transfer we wanted. It looks like we're going to bring in his backup for cheaper. His backup, or his replacement, Dest, at the moment not as good, but should end up much better, and for about half the price, really. So you know, it is what it is. So let's reject all these here for Hernandez, because he goes nowhere. But today we've got a couple of games where you just wanted to get that out there, because we ended it last time and he didn't feel like leaving. But today we're going to change, or it seems that has changed. So today, Chelsea, Porto in our first Champions League game, and then Leicester. The tough start continues, as you can see. We haven't started brilliantly. 4 games, 5 points, though a lot of difficult games have really come our way so far. Unfortunately, I'm probably going to let Wilmot go here. He doesn't get very good in the FIFA game, unfortunately. And I really can't do too much about that. So we're going to let him roll. Let him play some football. Let him enjoy his career. Not going to hold him back none. And it'll be like that. But forward we go. And Chelsea being the first team. We've played Liverpool. We've played Tottenham. We've played Burnley and Arsenal. It's our first 4 games of the season. And today we've got Chelsea and our Champions League game and Leicester. So it doesn't get much easier, does it? But we're going to jump right on into it. Barco would like to play. And I am going to play Barco right there in that Pereira spot. He came on last time and played really, really well in that spot. He can play here. He's got the ability to play across left wing, right wing, and that spot right behind the striker. And today, let's see if he can really continue from what he did last game. So let's jump into it. Chelsea, Watford. Gonna be very, very difficult, but let's jump on into it. Plays it nicely. Barco, Hernandez here. And we can find Barco again. Barco looking to turn, gets by, does so well. Not sure how he did it, and it's a decent save from Kepa. Not a ton of chances so far. None have fallen Chelsea's way, though. We've had a couple of half chances, really, but not a ton going on so far. Very, very even. Nice ball forward. Willian. Oh, he does so well. Willian to cut back, and there's space for Immobile. He's found the back of the net. Willian doing really, really well. I can't figure out Willian's position. He seems to be central, with Immobile in behind, almost. And he's causing tons of problems up there, and he's he's helped open the scoring here. He's done so well to skip back inside, and then a good awareness there, and Immobile's not missing that. It's a good finish from him. It's 1-0, 37 minutes gone. Their first real attempt of the game. Nicely dealt with. We get it forward, we can. De La Feu's on it, and it's a decent ball out there. I wanted the ball to Reguilon originally, but we can work with this as De La Feu's coming forward here. Almost tripped. It's come to Fernandez, and what a finish. He's grabbed himself a goal here. That may be his first goal against Fernandez. But he's leveled the score up here. 55 minutes gone, and we've leveled it here. 1-1. It's lovely football there. A couple of passes that didn't go where we wanted them to, but De La Feu skipping inside, doing so well. And what a finish that is. It's clipped into him. Has to take it on the volley. Look at that. That's a brilliant finish, really. That's just, all you have to do is tip your hat there. You can't do too much more. A great finish. And it's 1-1. Hooked forward. Is Willian going to get onto that? He is. Tries to skip by. Does eventually get there. It's been a bit of a pain today, Willian. It's good football here. Immobile looking to turn. Can't. Did well there defensively as he turns, but this time he gets through, and it's 2-1 to Chelsea again. They've had 2 shots all game, it feels like, and both have gone in. Immobile with another. The Italian striker from Lazio. I'm gonna be honest, guys, it's not great. It's not great. We did so well defensively originally, and it comes back out, and there's the space. It's a good ball in. It just opens up. When the ball leaves Immobile, it just opens up way too much. And on 62 minutes, Chelsea retake the lead here. Barco trying to skip into that space. Is that a penalty? That may have been a penalty. What's going on there? It didn't really show what was going on. Is it a penalty? It looked like it was inside the box. He's tripped him a second time there, and that's what's done it, and it is a penalty. And we are going to have an opportunity here to level this up. Hernandez to take, and he puts it right into the corner. What a penalty that is. Penalties are insanely satisfying in this game. And just like that, though, we are level 2-2. Weren't behind for long. What a finish this is. Look at this penalty. Stunner. Right into the corner. It's a great penalty. And it's just insanely satisfying. The curl on it is probably... It seems overdone, but it looks very, very nice going into the corner. And a couple of minutes after we go behind, we level it up again. 2-2. Willian getting it back inside. Pasalic tries to get it over to Immobile on a hat trick, remember. It's good football. Tried to get it back to Immobile, but we've dealt with it nicely. That's such a bad ball. Jesus, what in the world is that? Willian gets it to Pasalic, and it's 3-2. Come on. Oh, you've got to be kidding with that pass across. I have no idea who made it, but just get it to his feet. What is that pass? Pasalic with the goal. That pass there, it looks like Decore. I'll have to check it again. But that's a really good finish, but unbelievably awful pass from midfield there. And twice we've come from behind. And we're going to have to do it again if we want anything from this game. Corner set to come in for Chelsea as they look to seal this game up, which would be an absolute disappointment. It comes in, it gets headed on, it's in the back of the net, and there it is. It's game over, and oh, we do not deserve that. We do not deserve that. Shula with the goal. Ugh. I cannot believe the way this game has gone. I really can't. Because we played really, really well, and it's just silly, silly things. 2 silly conceded goals, and then off a corner, and it's really, really obnoxious the way this has gone about. And we are going to drop 3 more points. Well, not drop 3 more points. We're not going to collect any points again. So 5 games, 5 points is not a great start. But once again, the level of competition, I feel like I have to say, is absurd. But we're going to have to pick up if we want to get into the top 4 this year. Sure, last year we got a little bit lucky with the way everything sort of worked out, with the way FIFA started, the way the difficulty was set up. Got a bit lucky to... We're really lucky to really finish in the top 4, win the league kind of thing. So we ignored it, but this year that's kind of the goal, and it's not been a great start. Not been a great start. Our only win being a 4-3 over Burnley, and then we won on penalties in the Carabao Cup against Gillingham, so it's not great. Not great. They were the better team. Not good. Immobile is a difficult player to deal with. He's a difficult player to deal with in real life. And here we go again with this Champions League thing. It happens every year, and I have to back off of it and make sure I don't hit it, and then it freezes kind of thing. It's aggravating. It's just aggravating. Just let me have the option to skip it. Thank you. All right, so our first, if you've noticed, our manager rating's gone down to 67, which is not great. We're gonna take a look at what we need to do for the year just to help that manager rating. That does not look good. Board expectations, youth development very low, brand exposure, everything is really low. Champions League has reached the semifinal. What is that, a joke? Finish in a Europa League spot. We're currently 12th. They want us to finish in a Europa League spot but get to the semifinal of the Champions League, which is a lot. This is a bad group too. We've got dealt a really tough group on our debut here. It's just not great, is it? Porto is what we play today. We've also got Real Madrid and Shakhtar in here, so it's a really, really tough group. But we're gonna have to go into it. So hopefully we can get some results together. This start is brutal. If we can get through this start here and put ourselves in a decent spot, I mean, then we can really push on from there. But 62 is our manager rating now after Firmini's transfer talks broke down. Absolute pain he is. An absolute pain. But forward we go. Who's not fit? There actually, most players are fit here, or a lot more fit than I thought they would end up being. Let's get Kent in. Badiashile can play. And then we can get Dest, his debut. Yeah. And then we'll bring Ager onto the bench. Welbeck can come in for Barco. And we'll go... Actually, we'll start Welbeck up front. Why not? Why not? So let's jump into it. Watford Porto. A big old game. Because apparently we need to be winning games now or we're screwed. But let's jump on into it. Here's Dest. Running right forward is Welbeck. And Dest coming into space here. Can he score? No, on his debut he can. Goalie didn't even move. 2 minutes into his debut for the club, Dest at right back grabs an opening goal in the Champions League. Jesus, what a start for the young man. The young American here in the Premier League. Well, on a Premier League side. That's brilliant stuff. Right through the gap there. He has a hit. Goalie doesn't even move. Either moves too quick for him. He thought it was going wide or what. Goalie doesn't even move. Really should be saving that, I would think, but almost in slow motion the way that happened. And an early 1-0 lead for us here. Porto coming forward now. So they look for an option. Oh, that's a lovely ball, and it's 1-1. How did that ball get through? That's a brilliant pass. It really is. And we're level just like that. 18 minutes gone. And they've pulled it back, Porto. That is some ball. To see that again. He's just holding on to it. Oh, it's gone right through those two there. And then right over Rui's shoulder as well. A really good ball. And Suarez leveling it up for Porto. Plays a great ball to Fernandez here. Fernandez, can he get it through to Welbeck? He can. And Welbeck comes back, gets it across. Decore in space, and it's in the back of the net. I'm not sure who got the final touch, if it was saved into it or there's touched on by a defender, but it finds its way into the back of the net. Decore with the goal, and we've retaken the lead here, 2-1. It's good football, and a really, really patient... That's a handball, really. He handballs it into a net is what happens here. It's patient from Decore to sit, but he handballs it into the net. Either way, we'll take it. Can't keep it out, and on the half-hour mark, we're 2-1 ahead. Can we play that ball out there? We can. Kent's on it. Kent rushing forward here, just waiting for that opening, and he finds it with Sarr. And Sarr into a good spot. Sarr gets it across. Brilliant football from us, and we've taken a 3-1 lead here. It's Danny Welbeck with the goal. Brilliant football. Kent dipping inside from that left wing. Finds Sarr on the right, and then Sarr just lays it across for a tap-in for Danny Welbeck. Brilliant football there. And a great start to the second half. Starting it like the first. Grabbing an early goal. We have a 2-goal lead here over Porto, 3-1. For to Pereira. Pereira. Can he hook that forward? We can. And we're starting to get space here. And that's a brilliant ball from Sarr. Oh, can't finish, but he does a second time. Fernandez finishes it off. And an early second half blitz here has given us a commanding lead over Porto. And we are finally on our way to a win. And it's been a long time. In a couple episodes, it seems. As we finally are putting a really good performance together. A bit lucky for it to come straight back to him, but he should have finished the first time. Finishes the second time. What a ball in from Sarr, and what a ball out to him from Pereira. Lovely, lovely football. And on 55 or 56 minutes here, 4-1 to the good. And here comes Decore. rushing forward, and we've got numbers here. Finds Pereira nicely. Can we get it to Sarr? We can. And Sarr gets it to Welbeck again. And it's lovely stuff here. What a second half. 15 minutes gone in the second half. We've scored 3. We're 5-1 up on Porto. And our pace up front right now is just tearing them apart. They're bringing men forward, leaving themselves vulnerable at the back. Ismaila Sarr and Danny Welbeck taking advantage of it. Their pace against these Portuguese center backs. Pepe there. Is that Pepe? Well, it is Pepe. It is Pepe. Slow Pepe. Danny Welbeck's getting the best of him so far. And on an hour, we're 5-1 up on Porto in the Champions League. Nice turn. It's one more in here. Kana. And can Kana get it across? He can. One more there. Brilliant football. It's a 6th. And it's Danny Welbeck again. And is that his 3rd? It is his 3rd. Or at least 3, actually. A hat trick for Danny Welbeck, who started today. Almost didn't, really. Almost kept Hernandez up front there. Because at the moment, we're apparently playing for our jobs. But Danny Welbeck has come in and been brilliant. And this is a really good finish. A great touch and no chance for the goalkeeper. Brilliant football once again. And Porto just want this game to be over. As Danny Welbeck fires that past the goalkeeper. No chance. 6-1 in the Champions League here with 20 minutes to go. Free kick to come in for Porto here as we enter added time. 3 minutes of it. It's not going to make a difference. We'd like to avoid conceding again as they look for a consolation, Porto. But we've been so dominant this second half. The second half has been unbelievable. I'm not sure how that's squeezed in. Porto grab a second goal. He's over there celebrating. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure how that squeezed in. It almost seemed to go in slow motion, that. Ball comes back in. He's just kind of looked like he scuffed it, really, but it goes right into the corner. Can't quite dig it out. Suarez with another goal. It's going to finish 6-2 here. The second half display has been absolutely unbelievable on our end as Pereira comes forward as we look for another goal, unnecessarily just to rub it in, but that is going to be that, a 6-2 victory in our first game here in the Champions League. And an absolutely dominant second half display. Unbelievable. Danny Welbeck with a perfect 10. He had himself a hat trick. Decore had 1. Fernandez had 1. And Dest had 1. And assists. Danny Welbeck with 2. Ismaila Sarr with 3. Grujic also had 1. So a really, really great outing there. Help get some of the hopefully get some of the pressure off on there, because it's ridiculous that our manager rating is a 62. After just winning the title last year, even though it didn't really count on our end, but you know, in game it should count. Brilliant from Danny Welbeck. Grabs himself a hat trick. He has to play next game, doesn't he? I mean, it's tough in FIFA. In Football Manager, that's easy. We just leave him up there, but you know, we'll have to see. Heinrichs, just going to let him play, of course. But we've got Leicester to come. We probably should win this game just to get some of this. We'd like, please look for the appropriate power. What do you want me to do with Firmino? He's on view offers. I don't know. Can I release him? Yeah, piss off. I mean, will that do it? Oh, there. It's gone back up to 67, which is good. Just released him. I'm not even worried about the 5 million at the moment. But, I mean, what an absolute pain. What an absolute pain he was right there. And he's been released, so he can go wherever he likes. I'm not too bothered by it. It seems Dest felt good last game. He really did. But, you know, we'll see. So, let's go forward. Leicester City here. Everyone looks fit. I'm going to play Welbeck. I know I'm just going to play him. That's just how it's going to have to be. Welbeck has to play. We've got Hernandez on the bench if need be. But the rest, regular first team lineup. Let's jump into this Leicester-Watford. We got to start winning in the Premier League. We're just holding on to it, waiting for the perfect opportunity. And he finds it, and it's come to Welbeck, and oh, what a save. I thought that had actually gone by him and gone into the net. But it's a really good save. And that, oh wow, it's cleared off the line. What a header that was. I'm not sure who got the header on that. I believe it was Sarr. I believe he's the one who ran straight back. But right off the line, Jesus. Leicester holding on to it. It's a lovely ball in. It's a great finish as well. Ugh. Thought we'd taken the lead at one end. Leicester take it at the other. Not the start we wanted. Cordoba with the goal. It's really good football. They were just picking and prodding, really. But that's some ball once again. And he's just fired it past Rui. Near post. 16 minutes gone. 1-0 early to Leicester. We can't really afford to be dropping all 3 points here. Decore finds Fernandez. Fernandez does so well. Is that a penalty? It is a penalty, and we have a chance to level it up there. An unnecessary tackle. And it's Matthias Ginter there with the foul. Fernandez doing so well to get by him. And then he's just stepped in. Captain's armband for him. De La Feu to take the penalty. And can we fire ourselves level here? De La Feu to take it, and he does. He sends the goalkeeper the wrong way, and we're level here, 1-1. De La Feu with the goal. It's a good penalty. Goalkeeper goes the wrong way. It's lovely running from Fernandez, really, to just get past him, cause the foul, and he's just gone the wrong way there. In the end, we'll take it. 34. Is that 34? Yes, it is. 34 minutes gone. We're level here. We're back to pushing for that spot. Really would love a win. Decent stuff here from Leicester. He cuts back in nicely. Oh, and he's let him go, and it's a... Oh, Jesus Christ. 2-1 here to Leicester, and they lead again. Not 6 minutes we were level there. Tielemans with the goal. Brendan Rodgers not in the game. And that's so aggravating because I've stepped out there, missed the tackle, and then there's just space. 100% on me. Have to win the tackle if you step up. We don't. Tielemans grabs the goal. It's 2-1 here on 41 minutes. Fernandez with it. Coming forward to Sarr. And Sarr gets it back. Pereira. Nice touch. Pereira! What a finish. And we are going to get into halftime level here. That is a great finish from Roberto Pereira. It's 2-2 here. That is some goal. Ismaila Sarr just lays it off to him. Takes one touch, and what a finish. Right into that corner. That's a great goal. A really good goal. Ginter can't quite get over there in time. Pereira making no mistake. A brilliant finish, and we are going to get into halftime 2-2. A lot of goals over the last couple of minutes. But we'll take the halftime scoreline. Fernandez turns him midfield, and off he goes. Cuts inside. Get it across. We can. Brilliant. And it's back. Fernandez. Can he give us the lead? He can. It's a 3-2 lead here on the hour mark. Fernandez with the goal. And he's been chipping in more and more going forward the last couple of games. And it's lovely stuff. A nice 1-2 between him and Welbeck. Danny Welbeck grabbing an assist. This is his last action of the game. We were just bringing on Hernandez. It's a great finish there. No chance for the goalkeeper. Right into that corner. Fernandez giving us a 3-2 lead here. Bringing on some pace. They're going to have to come forward here in the last 27 minutes. Can we hold out for this win? Poor ball. Can we take advantage? Gets it through Barco. One more. Can we get it to Hernandez? We can. Hernandez. Oh, what a save. Oh, and the header can't quite go into the back of the net there. It's a great save and needed to be. We could have grabbed a fourth so quickly. Barco, a couple step overs, gets him by, and there's plenty of space, and Barco's pace is just going to take him through, and it's a good ball to the back post. It's in the back of the net from Hernandez, and that might do it. It's a fourth on the road here. 3 unanswered, 4-2 on the day. As Hernandez grabs the goal, it's Barco there. Just look at his pace. He just zips through that gap, and a lovely ball to the back stick. It's a tap in the end. He's had a lot of those, Hernandez, but he's in the right place at the right time, and that's what we need from our strikers. 4-2 on 80 minutes here. What a big win this could be. Can jumpstart our season, or the Porto game would have jump-started it, and we may just be continuing it here. Oh, nice football there. Schoolam up the wing here. They try and make this a nervy last couple of minutes, but it's headed away, and it looks like we are going to come away with a big victory here. We needed a victory like this as the ball zips forward to Sarr. Our Premier League start had been very difficult. We needed to beat one of these teams, and Leicester are a very good team in their own right. And we come on the road here to King Power Stadium and grab ourselves a 4-2 victory. A very, very good win. A great second half once again. Got to start off a little bit better. United win, Liverpool win. So we're going to have to keep up with these teams. We got to break into that top four. We got to beat out one of those. Liverpool, Tottenham, United, City. Somebody's got to be beaten out to get in there. And, you know, we got to start winning games to do that. Did you expect to lead? Leicester, Watford always wins. That's an odd response. But we can take it, and forward we go. A very, very, very good win there. A very important win as well. Next episode, we'll start with the Cup. We'll take a look at where we are in the league and where we are in the Cup. I may move Delabashiru off one of those, mainly because he's just not growing as much as I would like. And it's a bit of a shame, but we're close to kind of pushing back on that already. He's 20. It's difficult. It's one of those difficult situations. But Weston McKennie is back from injury. Look at that. You can't really displace Fernandez, unfortunately, for him at the moment. But he can definitely come onto the bench. And that is a nice sight. He had a really good year last year. Started on the bench after we bought him as an impact kind of player in midfield, then really took over that starting spot. It's great to have him back as a good midfielder. So let's see where we are in the Premier League. 10th. We're going to have to work on that, of course. We're on 8 points, and as you can see, 4th is on 16. So for the rest of the year, we're going to have to do a lot. But as you know, we've played Leicester, we've played Tottenham, we've played Liverpool, we've played Chelsea. We've played Arsenal as well, so we've played a lot of tough teams so far, and the back end of our schedule is going to be very light, and we're going to have to take advantage of that and go on some streaks there. Next episode would be Palace in the league, and then United again, another tough team, and then Real Madrid in the Champions League. So it doesn't get easier. Manchester City after that, Everton in there, who've started really well. And then it sort of gets a little bit easier, but it's a very, and they're spread out over the back end, as you can see. Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool there. They're spread out over the back end, but as you can see, very tough, guys. But I hope you folks have enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned, of course, for more. And peace.